My dear ones, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about amazing woman, very chic, very beautiful, and I think she can be an inspiration for many of us. She is an Australian, she is coming from Australia, but she is, I think, the most famous from being a Victoria's Secret model. She's not Victoria's Secret model anymore, but I think that's how people really recognize her the most. She was also she's now an ex-wife of Orlando Bloom, and she's married as well successfully to a billionaire who actually is co-founder of Snapchat. So obviously she is very like a affluent woman. She is very like an inspiration, and obviously she's super lovely when it comes to her like personality. And I watched some videos with her, and I feel like it would be really nice and pleasant to talk about Miranda Kerr today. Miranda Kerr is also a founder of organic cosmetic called Cora. I personally never tried them, but I'm actually thinking to try them in the future. I just need to do a little bit more research, but I like the idea. She's very like organic. She's very like trying to eat healthy, obviously, and have this kind of like a very healthy vibe in her life, if you know what I mean. So it's I think as well inspiring to know her from this side, to observe her. Like you can find the videos that she has even like what is in my bag, and there's like a lot of healthy stuff in her bag and all those vegan cosmetics and everything. So it's just nice. She's like a really nice woman, and obviously now she created her own company, she's also a businesswoman, which is really nice to talk about ladies that are successful. She obviously started as a model, but it just shows you that she didn't just finish there. She wanted something more, and obviously she managed to create that. And I think that's something that we can take an inspiration from, and it's just, I think, really lovely to speak about women like this. So if you have, ladies, any like a recommendation for me who is like that, then please leave me a comment below so I can do some research for you. We can talk about the clothes, but also talk about those amazing women that actually inspired us. When it comes to Miranda Kerr, you can find that her outfits, like when it comes to her dresses, most of the time she's finding this kind of like a classic length. So it's just going to be just after her knee. She's still going to show some legs, so she has obviously absolutely wonderful legs because she was a model. She's a former model, and those classic length dresses give you obviously this kind of classic look. You're not going to look very vulgar or anything like that, and give you a lot of chic. Even when you actually look at those dresses, they have very interesting designs most of the time. Sometimes they are more plain, but most of the time there are some kind of flowers, some kind of something basically going on those dresses, which gives you this kind of more interesting look. But because of the length, it's very like a respectful and modest length, which I personally really like. I think it's really gorgeous for her, and it doesn't give you like a wrong impression of her. She's obviously a mom of 3 children. She has a first children with her first husband, and then she has a twins with her second husband. So obviously she want to feel, and she want to show people that she is a woman, but she also respect herself. And I think that's quite important. You know, you don't want to give a wrong impression, especially when you have a children. You know, you want to be a sample not only for other people, but you also want to be a sample for your own kids, and you want your own kids to have some kind of role model when it comes to like mother and observing woman. And obviously that's how it is, you know. Most of the time when the kids are growing and they see that, oh, mother is really elegant, then her son's going to look for a woman that is something like this, you know. If there's an opposite situation, that the mom is very like you know, easygoing, but she doesn't really care what she's wearing, then the sons observing this kind of women as well, they're going to think that maybe those stuff are not important, and they're going to look for someone who is very similar. That's most of the time is in the life, basically. And in this situation, I think it's really nice that she obviously respect herself, respect, you know, her family as well, and she is dressing as well as a businesswoman in very respectful way. Another thing with her dresses is that you're going to notice her dresses are quite fitted, so it's still showing her silhouette, and obviously she has a gorgeous silhouette, but which keeps a little bit sexy feminine, not so much sexy I would say, because she obviously doesn't show so much of her like skin or anything, but it is still keeping in this kind of atmosphere of and style, this kind of style of very very feminine, because obviously she is showing her like curves, and even though she obviously doesn't have crazy like curves, it's still, she still looks very very feminine. So she is very feminine woman, and obviously you know, as a woman you still want to show your curves, you still want to feel, not even for everyone else, you want to feel for yourself a feminine person, you know, you want to feel that you have this kind of feminine looks. And even to ladies who actually are like Muslim, even when you're actually wearing hijab, even when you're wearing clothes that maybe are a little bit more loose because of, you know, your belief system as well, I think you still want to choose maybe brighter colors, because those are going to give you femininity. And it's the same situation here, you know, obviously we all have a different backgrounds, we all have a different, you know, we're coming from different parts of the world, and it's going to be different for each culture, right? But I still feel like having this kind of femininity in your life, it's going to be beneficial just for you, even if you're not going to think about everyone else, for your own like perspective, for your own like feeling. It's nice to feel like a woman, and this kind of feeling of choosing maybe brighter colors, choosing clothes that not squeeze you crazy somewhere, but just like give you this kind of feminine shape, is going to be really really nice for any of us. It's, I think, choosing the, obviously I am into like choosing more modest dresses rather than just showing everything, because I feel like that's just much more elegant, much more classic. We all just need to basically find our sweet spot and find something that works for us. But obviously choosing lighter colors, for example, than going all the time for dark colors, that's going to help you achieve as well femininity and being this kind of more soft person. And this can benefit you as a woman as well a lot, you know. You want to, if you want to have this kind of feeling that you are a womanly, like you are, you want other people to treat you like a woman, then obviously choosing those kind of brighter colors are going to help you, rather than going all the time for this kind of muscular colors, darker colors, because that's just, you know, how people are going to think about you, and that's how they're going to remember about you, you know, as well how you dress. I think when it comes to femininity, she's really great example, because even when she's wearing a trousers, and I have a picture here of this kind of like a pink, quite a strong pink trousers with a white, like a turtleneck blouse. She's also wearing white heels, and because of the soft colors, again, she looks very very gentle, very very feminine, and absolutely gorgeous, you know. There's not really much, there's not complicated outfit, but because she chose those kind of brighter colors, it's just allow her to create this kind of look of herself that she's very very feminine, and helps as well her brand, you know. Obviously she's promoting this kind of healthy cosmetics, organic cosmetics, and being a face of it as well, and being like a feminine face when it comes to cosmetics. I think it's more beneficial than going into some kind of more like a muscular way. When it comes to some kind of events, and even like every day, you can look at her and you can always see that her hair are absolutely stunning. And when it comes to being a woman, I think hair can have this kind of like a quite a big part when it comes to your like personality as well. And I know, again, this is going to be different for ladies who are wearing hijab, but still, even if you're wearing hijab, I feel like choosing brighter colors, again, it's going to bring more like a softness to your face, rather than if you go for some kind of black hijab. So, you know, this is the same thing, you know, I would say here. If you have a then obviously you're caring for your hijab, that is not going to be like dirty or anything like this, you know, because that's just like replacing this part of your basically body, right? And I know that ladies can feel different about this, and there are obviously, again, beliefs included, but when it comes to those ladies who actually show their hair, then we feel like hair is quite a big attribute of our like personality. And I know even myself how I feel about my hair, that I like my hair to be a little bit longer. It just gives me this kind of confidence. I feel more feminine rather than if I would have very short hair. And again, there is kind of as well, like if you would see me in short hair, you would just laugh basically. But another thing is that I would look more muscular if I would have a shorter hair than longer hair, and doesn't work for everyone, doesn't work for every as well skin color, I would say. Ladies, and I said that before, ladies with like deeper skin colors, they look much better with shorter hair than ladies with this kind of very like light skin color. So that's as well the difference, you know. So again, if you have a very long, like very long hair, I think that's again can go like too much. So you need to find obviously the right like cut for yourself, the right thing to do, because sometimes you don't want to do every day a lot of things with your hair. You just want them to be like wake up and ready, right? You want to wake up and just go. So this can be quite annoying for different type of hairstyle basically. I know myself that my hair just after wake up, you know, they are like massive but very straight. And I was in the hairdresser, and you probably saw the video, and they actually recommended to me to do a keratin treatment. I actually can't do it just now because I am expecting a baby number 2. This is actually first time I'm talking about this. So when you're actually pregnant, you can't do a keratin treatment, but they told me that once I give a birth to my second baby, and basically what they told me is that every single time I'm going to wake up, I'll just very easily brush my hair, and it's not going to be like what I have just now, that I need to like really fight with my hair to get them to the stage that they're okay. So I am very like looking forward this kind of treatment for my hair, but that's obviously going to be after October basically, because I'm due on October. To show you another like outfit that it is more muscular, it's more like a business like, but what she's done it here very nicely is, again, she kept her hair a little bit like longer, she kept her hair so it gives you the femininity obviously on the top of her head, and obviously she chose to have heels, which heels always in this kind of situation is going to be better idea. If you're choosing this kind of trousers that are a little bit more loose, and loose I mean that they are not so much like attached to your body, and some kind of maybe a blouse that is again not, it's quite a dark color, then obviously you're looking for this kind of femininity to add it somewhere. And I think with her hair, with her beautiful, obviously she's a beautiful woman, you can't say that she's not a woman here, but adding the heels as well, I think that's as well help a lot to achieve this kind of more feminine look, even when you're actually choosing something more muscular. As I said, she is a businesswoman, Miranda is a businesswoman, so you're going to see her in a lot of businesswoman outfits. And this might be so for some of you ladies who actually have like working in some kind of offices, you might find a lot of inspiration there for yourself, because obviously she is wearing more like I would say office outfits rather than anything else. And on top of that, obviously, she is also a mom. So as I said that before, you will find her sometimes in very like loose dresses, something that is just comfortable. She will put a pony up, you know, because obviously she's going to carry her son. So it's just like natural. We all have that. We all who have children, we know how it is. You're not going to look always great. You have a children that they make you dirty basically, and it's just not possible to be always perfect, you know. So with her you can see that even when she's trying to still look really chic, and the dress is nice, it's really long, and she chose some kind of sandals to have this kind of comfort as well. That's what you're going to find with kids, you know. You're choosing comfort over being super elegant, because that's just like natural, and that's just reality how it is, you know. Maybe when your kids are a little bit bigger, then maybe it's different, you know. My boy is still very small, so I can't imagine to carry him with heels all the time everywhere. It's just not realistic. Okay ladies, that was it for today with Miranda Kerr. I think she's absolutely gorgeous woman, and she is absolutely beautiful, and I said she can be an inspiration for many of us. She inspired me with this kind of being a businesswoman, being a mom, you know. She has lots of different hats, and she's choosing to like obviously be active. She could just, you know, sit at home and doing nothing because she's a billionaire, because she's married to a billionaire, but she is choosing not to, you know. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong to be at home, you know. I am sitting at home with my child, but I think it's good to have something for yourself, you know. Like I found myself being very very happy and finding myself on a YouTube. If you thinking that maybe you love painting and you're sitting at home mom, then go for it, you know. It's just something that makes you feel alive. That this is very important to have that, even especially after having a children, because you can sometimes lose yourself and you might not seeing that there is something more waiting for you, you know, because one day children going to grow up, they're going to go out from school, they're going to go to school, they're going to go to see friends, you know, they're not going to have so much time for you, but you're still going to be there and you still need to be happy with your life, and you still need to have something in your life that makes you happy and makes you proud who you are. So I encourage you ladies to, especially if you have a kids, to find something like this. And if you don't have kids, then it's even easier for you now to maybe find this thing to, so you can even start now growing in this kind of direction that what you love, basically. Because honestly, in this time what we live in, this kind of generation, you can make a business of anything, literally. You can be really successful in any really category, and anything you dream about is just putting this work, doing it consistent, and obviously going for it. The worst you can do is just sit and think about this but never really try it. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave it a thumbs up because it's really supporting my channel, and see you in the next one, ladies.